to Bizchicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place to be right here, right now for tips, tools, strategies, everything that you need to take the hassle out of your hustle and to build a profitable business that's fun to run. Today is Tuesday. The Digital Diva, she's here, right now. Terry Johnson, online from New York City, and she's got a really great conversation, actually marketing talk for us today. So let's get started. We welcome everybody live and on the replay. Get something to write with, take some notes. You're going to want to talk to you in just a little bit at the end about how you can connect with TJ. But right now, TJ, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Marketing Talk, where we talk about all things marketing strategy, all the things you need to know. And Dr. Tachi is here.
Hey, Dr. Tati.
Hello. All right, we are ready. Are we ready?
We are ready. We ready. We ready.
All right, so this week's topic is, I called it the matchmaker. No, it is not about dating. Well, dating is kind of like marketing strategy because you're trying to match your business to the right audience. So it is kind of like dating. We have brought that up. But I read a comment and I can't remember where I saw this or where it probably was YouTube. I spent a lot of time there. So let me read it to you. Don't chase the audience. Make content that speaks to what they're already looking for, feeling, or needing, and the platforms will do the matchmaking for you. So I heard somebody say that, and I was like, matchmaking. Yes, that's the word. It explains where we are because we've talked about this a lot. And we've talked about that, Instagram, the people are mad because Instagram won't show it's all about followers, and we keep saying it's not followers. And the CEO of Instagram says not followers. Gary Vaynerchuk, insert whoever you follow. They are all saying it now, but we've been saying it the longest, almost the longest. So I saw that matchmaker, and I was like, we need to talk about it. And I know we understand it, but the way this information is set up, it's going to be seen by somebody later this year or next year, or it's not about today. Somebody's going to see it because everybody's not on the same wavelength at the same time. And you can see that with politics, which we're not going into, but you can see that there are some people at the first wave. Then there's some people in the back. They can't see the front. They're at a concert. They can't see people are standing up. When everybody stands up, the little short person in the back, like, I can't see. So they are missing what's up at front. And we're up at front. I like to think we're up at front. I really do. We are at front. So the matchmaker framework or the matchmaker strategy or the theme is that we need to tune into what people are searching for, feeling, or experience. And you let the platform, well, not let. This is what my assistant wrote, let. I wouldn't use the word let. I'm like, you have no choice. It will, the platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Substack, LinkedIn, fill in the blank, your platform, TikTok, whoever, they're the matchmaker. Their job is to match the content to the audience. Can we agree with that? I mean,
Yes.
talking about it, it's just, and I saw that word, I was like, matchmaker. That's it. We're there. So we're gonna look at it in those terms, because, and again, it's not us. It's whoever hello, new person that you're discovering it. And don't worry about, oh, I'm the last one or I'm the last one. Whenever you get the information is whenever you get the information. The key is, will you act upon it? See?
Yep.
Because you could go to Google and Google marketing all day, all night long. We're talking about that old information, new information, and you go, oh, that's great, and you consume all this information, but do you act on it? See, that's the key. You gotta do. Acting means do. You have to do it. Then I'm not berating anybody because I'm the same. I'm there too. I'm like, okay, I gotta do. I gotta do more. Even though I'm doing for my clients, I gotta do more for me,
Yep.
my brand. See, I'm in the same boat with you. So I'm not saying, oh, let me browbeat you or let me chastise you or I don't do that. I'm in the same boat with you. There's no perfection here. Okay? This is a reminder. This is a reminder to you and to me. Hey, this thing that we got going on social media, online, whatever you want to call it, it's not going to be social media in a minute. It's just going to be the way we do things. Marketing wise with your business it's a match. Think match. Instagram is Meta's not out to get me. I hear that a lot. Meta's doing it on purpose. Meta's doing meta things because they're a company, a corporation that has shareholders. They do what's in the best interest of the shareholders. Now the users, well, it's okay if there's a little, if they budget for that. They put that into the strategy of we may lose people. We may this. The main driver of that is profits for the shareholders. The main driver for our business is profits for us. And the discussion is to use the tools that are popular. I'm sorry, I don't decide to use the tools that are popular. I tell you, attention marketing, the marketplace of attention. Where is everybody? If they're at the mall, I'm going to go to the mall. Are they at the mall?
Mm.
Are they on the street corner? Are they on Main Street? What do you see? Everybody that walks around with one of these. Pretty soon we won't walk around with this. It'll be glasses, your watch. It'll be something. Could be
Right.
wearables. I've talked about that a lot. Where I don't care what the device is. The connection. So we're talking about messaging to fix this matchmaker process of AI is in control. And we talked about that. I said it's an AI first world. That's to get everybody comfortable. We talked about AI taking people's jobs. That's to get you comfortable. That's to get you to think, could my job be gone? If you're still working, or you're doing a side hustle, whatever you're doing, could my main job be taken away or reduced or whatever? Let me prepare, not let me panic and run in the streets amok when, oh, and AI took my job, and then you get mad. You can get mad. I'm not saying get mad. I'm saying be prepared. You can't say nobody's telling you. The road is there. People are saying it regardless of they're saying it correctly. The CEO of Duolingo is one I just brought up. Just came to my mind because I think he was the one that said, "Oh, hey, they going to AI everything," and people got outraged. And I think this was a few months ago. Did Duolingo fold? Did they? People like, I'm going here. Here we go. I'm going to delete. I'm going to cancel. And I'm telling you, people do that in a small fraction. They do it. Now, there was something with Duolingo this week I didn't look up, so let me look up real quick. Was there any questions about the topic that we're doing?
No, this is really good because you have to play the game with the new rules. And AI is the new rules. I heard something this morning is that we are the intelligence. So my job ain't going nowhere because AI can't do anything unless I give it content,
Right.
unless I give it something to work with.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
need to figure out how to give it something to work with in the job I'm doing right now.
Right now, it's not sentient. It's sitting. It's your device. If you have a voice device, I'm not going to say the name. It's sitting there, it's listening, but it's sitting there waiting for the activation. You have Siri, you have whatever voice command on your phone, your device. It's your TV even does it. It's sitting there waiting for you. So here's the Duolingo this week. So Duolingo, this is Fortune magazine. Duolingo CEO admits his controversial AI memo did not give enough context and insists the company never laid off full-time employees. So see, we had this whole big thing about Duolingo is I was like, what happened? Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, why? Okay, Duolingo. Let me repeat this. So the latest article, because I was like the Duolingo situation. This was a month or two ago when everybody was upset. Rightly so. You have a right to be upset. But here we are, a few months later or weeks later. Duolingo CEO admits his controversial AI memo did not give enough context and insists the company never laid off full-time employees. So I'm trying to remember what it was. Was it the backlash because he put a memo on LinkedIn April, and it brought up the worry of mass layoffs. Now here we go again with messaging. He might have had a different intent in his mind, but it didn't come across. It didn't come across the people. So everybody was saying Duolingo is firing all the employees and they're doing AI only. So here's a quote from him. He said, "This was on me. I did not give enough context." This is him talking to the New York Times. He said, "We never laid off any full-time employees. We don't plan to." So his memo in April was about moving to be, and here's the words, AI first company. The goal of being an AI first company. He never said he was, and I gotta go back and read, like, cause I like to read the stuff. I see the stuff online, on threads, or I see the outrage, and it's like I always think it's the telephone game. You tell somebody and they call, and by the time it gets to the last person, it's a totally different message. So I like to get the original. So I need to go back and read this, but again, these things catch my eye while I'm doing other stuff, and I'm like, well, I can't. I'm not an octopus. I gotta only focus on one thing, but it sticks in my mind. So what it was is that he wanted a reduction in contractors to do work that AI can handle and increase headcount only if a team cannot automate more of the work. The AI first memo did not draw scrutiny from the Duolingo workers, but it was the people outside of Duolingo company. And then he says, they have always used contractors for temporary tasks, and a lot of corporations do that. The government does that also. Because I was a contractor, so there are so many employees that the government can have, so they contract out. Also, this has to do with the laws about having enough minority contractors or women, or there's laws about that. It's escaping me, but they do that because that is a sense of, okay, we need this task to be done. I was in IT, so my company was tech, and they contracted with the government agency, and we provided them services. But they do that to say, hey, we can't have all the employees. We have some, but we need extra, or we need them to do this specific task or thing or whatever. Let's contract it out because we're the government and we got to provide, there's a whole list of things with that. But he was saying that they were going to take those tasks, and not all of them, some of the tasks done by the contractors, however they set it up. I don't know how it's set up, and have AI do some of the work because AI does the repetitive stuff. And we talked about that, right? Remember, we talked about that. It's going to take it's the calculator. Do you get out an abacus and a piece of paper and a pencil and, oh, let me divide this number? No, no. So why are you mad about this? And I'm saying they, the people.
Yeah.
There's outrage. Oh, how could they do this? Well,
Because you need to be the AI whisperer or something, and so that you can have them be the one that they call on to set up the AI instead of arguing about, oh, I
and I
can't.
sympathize with those who their job will be replaced. Like Fran says, be the AI whisperer. Jump on it yesterday. Oh, how can I learn how to do this thing with AI? Because there's so many roads ahead of you. But okay, so I was watching Gary the other day, and he said he does the tea with Gary V. He does the whatnot. He does so many things, and I like to listen to him when he takes questions. That's what he likes. He like, I don't like to sit up here and talk. I like to take the audience's questions, because that way you get a real sense of real life situations.
Yep.
And I forgot what the question was, but one of them said something about, it was about AI, and then Gary says, "Well, listen, in New York, here in New York City, and years ago, we used to have horses.
Mhm.
Somebody's job was to go behind the horses in the street and clean up the horse poop." He said, when we went to cars, what happened to the horse shovelers?
They got a new job.
And I said the same thing about the lights. I was telling my daughter, we walking around the park or something. They have the old looking lights, but they're electric now. I said, well, those used to be gas. Somebody's job was to go around at dusk and light all those lamps.
I had to climb up there too and
A
light them.
ladder, a this, a light, and it was lamp, 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 lamp. That was somebody's job. So what happened when electricity came around? I think it was 1880 something. What happened to those people that lit the lamp posts in New York City?
Well, they probably was thanking the God they didn't have to keep climbing up them ladders every day,
True,
and went and found something else to do.
true, true.
Yes, comments there.
Yeah.
Dr. Tachi said yes to the AI whisperer. Somebody needs to be seriously
Yeah.
uh, study it. And
Oh,
then
did
she
you ask
also,
about the glasses?
yes, they are.
Oh, those are your Meta glasses. Okay. Hey, Meta.
Mhm. Um, okay, and so different functions.
Yeah, Nisha.
Um, they are transition. That's why I can use them.
Oh,
They, yeah, they're clear. So when I go outside, they won't be.
okay. Oh, okay, cool.
And Dr. Tachi says the smart people, instead of being the people who lit the lamps, they became electricians.
Yes, or
Hopefully.
plumbers, or
Because
steel workers, or
you okay, the tech shifted, so somebody has to still do the new tech, right?
production took off in New York City because we have lots of skyscrapers. I think the Empire State Building was built in 1920 something. I don't in the 20s. A whole bunch of buildings. So those people that were shoveling horse manure on the streets, those
Probably
people
now.
that were lighting the lamps, the gas lamps, was like, oh, let me learn how to be a steel worker or a welder or a blah blah blah. Because they're look at all these buildings going up in New York City. Some of them are still standing, but that's where they went. And Dr. Tachi's right. The smart ones became fill in the blank.
Everybody had to pivot and go learn something new.
Yes.
You can't just sit there and like, oh well, I
Why?
can no longer shovel
Why?
behind the horse, and I'm just gonna sit here.
Why the
The
big
horse
pushback?
even got a new job. Come on, y'all.
Why the pushback? So okay, so the last thing with the Duolingo CEO, and he says that okay, what he said, his quote is work will likely change in the next 5 years because of AI. But he says that doesn't mean we're cutting people at Duolingo. Here's his quote: what will probably happen is that one person will be able to accomplish more rather than having fewer people. So that's what he said. Um, so that's the AI first argument about workers and doing work. And we said these things here and there, but I'm bringing it up because that is how AI is coming. It's coming. Okay. You standing on the track, the train is coming. What do? You just stand there and let the train roll, or I guess I'll just stand here and let the train hit me.
You get out the way and figure out how to get on board.
And then here's the thing about trains, they make a noise. Wait, the conductor sees you way back there. He's pulling that, like,
Telling you to get out the way.
get off the track, get off, because I cannot stop this thing on the dime. And you can go to whatever video platform. There's tons of people even make channels where the train's hitting the cars and stuff. That's how it is. So what I'm saying is, you're not going to sit there and go, oh well, I'm just gonna sit on this track because the train is gonna stop. No, no, I'm sorry. So we gotta get off of that and go, how do I make the transition? Like Dr. Sadi said, the smart ones become blank. And we talked about this a few weeks ago, and because I read one on Threads was complaining because their wife lost their job to AI and they were a graphic designer, 30, 20 years or whatever. I was like, shoot, 20 years experience in designing, and you used uh, Illustrator or
Adobe something or other, and
AI is your friend.
because you can talk to it and tell it how to do something better than the average bear, better than the regular person. You would be able to tell that thing to make this go there and give it this and do a half circle and a moon and a whatever. The rest of us would not know how to do that. You could
yeah. So and then I think Gary has another video about Hollywood that I haven't finished, but it got me to thinking. Your set these. Oh yes, I have to finish it, but he was talking about how they're not going to, like a location designer, a set designer or whatever, they're not going to go find. And I think we talked about this too, we're not going to go to Paris because that is a labor intensive shoot. And get some, and this is how I knew, but I saw the background of the Gilded Age, which is the show on HBO. And there's a lot of behind the scenes on TikTok, and I got really interested in it because they show the cast dance. There's one with them dancing in the ball in the old style gowns. It was real cute. But then they have a few where the actors were standing in the street with the old mansions because they don't exist anymore. There's a few here in New York on Fifth Avenue. Most of them were knocked down to build other buildings. So they have the set of the street as it was in 1880, whatever. The mansion, they have the door and some of the windows, and the rest is green paint. Because they have to make it look like 1880s New York City. Well, 1880s New York City ain't here no more. Guess what? Green screen, and they had computers doing it, but now they probably have AI doing it. And then to reference that, to get the correct look, you have photographs. So they could look at a photograph of how the mansion was on Fifth Avenue in the 1880s and tell AI, describe it, and it goes up on the green screen and they film it.
Right.
So
and that the people, you don't have to have the actors wearing little balls anymore. When they were doing green screen, when they did, I think it was the motion.
Yeah, they had to talk to like an animated character, and they had to
Right.
a little tennis ball.
And it was like with Jurassic Park to make the dinosaur and stuff move, and you don't do all that anymore.
Somebody on a stick moving it around and have the actors react to the man holding a little ball. But my point is that the set designer, Hollywood, they're getting upset. No, we still need the view of whatever it is, the dinosaur, the 1880s, the future, Star Trek, the holodeck.
Which means you still need the director of photography. You still need the set designer.
Yes.
You still need the costume designer.
Location, the costume, the this, the that, because they will describe what it is that it needs to look like to the AI person, or better yet, they should learn how to do it.
And so AI cannot replace you because it doesn't know what you know until you tell it.
It's
And
a
even when you tell it, when you got a new project, it's still not going to know what you want.
a
It is a tool.
page. It's a blank page.
Mhm.
So you have the experience, Miss Graphic Designer, Mr. Set Designer, who's been set designing in Hollywood for 40 years, the location, the director of photography. It's in here. Now you got to get it
Mhm.
out without using a camera or using a camera that has AI. Or you can't build the set the whole way. You build half of it, paint it green, and then tell it to describe the rest. Magic. No, it's really knowledge going in. We have an old text saying garbage in, garbage out. You put garbage in, you get garbage out. But if you don't put garbage in, you get the greatest thing that you need.
So you have to know how to communicate accurately.
Yes.
If your communication skills are lacking, it is going to be difficult for you to use AI because your communication skills are going to be required. You're going to have to be able to gather your thoughts and speak them out of your mouth to say what it is you want.
Right. Matching. AI is about matching. AI is a pattern recognize. It recognizes patterns. You're telling it something, and it goes and gets this and this and that and puts it together and matches your request.
And
It's
if you oh, because I was working on something and I said I wanted it to do ABCD and it did all that. I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell you I needed for this particular type of thing. And it went back in there and fixed it
yeah,
to reference the thing that I forgot to put in there.
yeah. You can say, "Oh, I forgot," or change this to that, or whatever, and it goes okay, and it brings it out.
Here's the other thing, it don't talk back to you.
Well, you can. People have had their chat thing programmed to talk to them in certain ways, but I'm not into that.
No, when I'm talking about,
Oh,
I
you
don't,
mean talking
it
back?
don't, yeah, it don't sash you back. It just does what you ask it to.
But you can't
And
make
if
them do that. If there are people that do that.
okay, okay, I think they just
It's
want
extra.
somebody to
Some
be
people just want to be extra. I'm like, yeah.
okay. But it will do what you ask. And if you tell it to change up, it's not going to reprimand you or anything. It's just going to, okay, you didn't like that. How about this? And
Because it's a program, it's a set of instructions. If, then, do this, that, and it has to return the answer. That's where we talked it. I've talked about this also. That's where the hallucination comes in. That's why when you're doing an image, you might get a messed up hand or messed up because it's like it doesn't know what it's doing. It's just pattern matching. See?
and the hallucinations come when you don't communicate everything that you want because it'll make up the part that it's
Have to
like,
put in a
well,
prompt if there's any information that you need that I haven't provided, please ask before you begin the task. And it will ask, it will go, okay, and it will say, do you do, and you go through with that. See, that's how it works. But the idea is that like the Duolingo, like many more things to come, like the letter that everybody wrote back in 2022 about stopping AI. They wrote, remember that
the
letter,
yeah, the people who wrote the letter use AI. Get
the
it
open
twisted.
letter, the people that's like, we must stop AI, we must stop it.
Okay,
Sign
but
petition.
mhm. Yeah, so we would have to go way back to stop AI because AI been doing stuff for a long time.
Yeah. All right. So getting back to the matchmaker idea and my notes that my assistant put together. So we were talking about so you're tuning into what people are already searching for, feeling or experiencing, and letting the platforms act as the matchmaker. And I again, I gotta correct that. I should have corrected it because it's not you're not letting it, it's doing it. Like Fran said, it's been doing it. We're just aware of it. It's been doing it. So it brings your content to the right audience. So here's a couple of things as I put the strategy together. Well, I didn't put the strategy together. My assistant, because I gave it a request. So, part of the strategy is number one: listen first, don't chase. Instead of trying to find an audience, focus on understanding what they're already searching for, feeling, or struggling with, and there are tools to do that. So here's a list: Google autocomplete, Pinterest trends, Answer the Public. Now, does everybody know Answer the Public? It's a website where you go and it's old. I think it's the one with the questions. Like you put in a
Right, and it has
keyword
it'll have a bunch of
circle.
questions.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you pick the one that's the best.
Yeah,
I am
you
so glad I
yeah,
don't have to do that no more.
yeah. So that's Answer the Public. I think it's answerthepublic.com. Check it out. Reddit, another one I've been talking about lately. I love Reddit. And again, remember, this is you going into the forest. You might there might be some dark things in there. Going to grandma's house and the wolf comes out.
Mhm.
What you got to do? Run away from the wolf. All right. So Reddit and TikTok search. Actually, TikTok search is really good. Okay, so another thing, pay attention to the language people actually use when they describe their problems. Listening
Yes.
online. And here's the argument. I don't have time to be on social media looking at dumb stuff. I agree. I don't have time to be on social media looking at dumb stuff. It just happens to be there. It's like a commercial when you're watching TV. It's like, okay, here come the dumb commercials. Let me turn away or whatever. So that's what you're going to do when you see the dumb stuff. You're going to pivot away and go. And here's another thing that's really good about when you're on social media. If you see something that you don't want, there's always a downvote, a don't show me, a not interested. Don't show me
Right.
this again.
And
AI,
AI will not. What was it when you on Tinder? You swipe left or right, whatever that was. AI will no longer bring those people or bring those type of uh,
the
content
that
to you.
content, you won't see it. You
And
may
what
see another creator's content, but it depends on the platform where you are, the level of what you'll get. And that goes into the when we first started doing this, and especially with remember when Facebook first said that we're going to stop with the friends and family, we're going to interest content, and then people were like, well, I don't follow this person. Why is it in my Facebook feed? I was like, that's AI saying, hey, here's some escargot. You want to try it? And you go, no. Well, that won't show you again. But that's where we are. That was the first indicator of friends and family, no. Interest based, yes. Meta just didn't say anything about what they were doing. And they don't have to because you're not paying. All right. So let's get back to the list. So one, listen first, don't chase. Number two, make content that mirrors the need. Of course, we talked about that. Frame your content as a response to what people are already looking for. Instead of pushing your agenda, always a bad idea. Create posts that answer questions, validate emotions, or solve problems. Now, here's the other argument to that. Well, I do that and nothing happens. Well, then we get into the fact of consistency. Keep doing it until the algorithm catches you, until AI catches up to you and goes, hey, let me serve this to somebody who might want it.
right, and if you're bringing value and not just putting out any old thing,
That too.
um, it doesn't matter if nobody's responding because there are the people like you talked about before, the silent lurkers, the
Silent
people who are not they're not
learner,
paying, they're not telling you anything, but they are consuming your content,
buying, even better.
right? And they didn't say nothing, but
They
they
didn't
bought
say those people don't feel a need to respond because a myriad of reasons. They might not like social media, but that's where everybody is, and something you did caught their eye, and it's a worm on a hook, and you got the fish. So don't look at the well. How did they celebrate the win and analyze what that post did? Reverse engineer it and copy it again. And then that's how it happens. It's just also there's a part of this is that your content, your industry, your topic may be something that's not popular. We talked about that before. I talked about the TV show that I saw where they were the funeral home directors. And you would think, why would they make a reality show about that? But the way they did it was hilarious. I forgot the name of the show. But
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't say, well, my industry, I can't. Of course, you might not be able to be funny in that industry because it's a serious, somber time. But again, you also don't want to go to the other side of being so what's the word? Morose, or you don't want to go to the other side of it. You want to always be, and I had a client like this. I said, you never want to show the before, show the after. I know I got there before. Show me the after.
Show
There's
me.
a person I
Yeah.
follow on Instagram that the fitness, they're always doing showing I'm in the gym, always in the gym, and here's what I eat, and da, 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 and here I am on vacation, da 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 da. And people go, oh, I want to look like that. And they say, okay, go to my link. I got a whole list of things that you need to do, and da 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 da. But you got to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
There's no tricks there. You want to look like that person? Well, they're in the gym 3 times a day. They went on vacation. They went to the gym, went to Japan. And you're
And
thinking, oh,
the
I'm in
gym.
Japan, I'm going to eat and chill. No, she got up and went to the gym. And there's people in the comments going, oh, I want to look like that. Again, action. You must put these things into action. You must do it consistently. To it gets to 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever the time length is. And that's another thing. I was watching Gary today, and he was saying he was talking to these twins that have a podcast, two girls, and they were like, "Oh, how can we quickly something something something?" I forgot what the question was, but Gary was like, "Well, you got me with the word quick because I think they've done 20 episodes of the podcast." And he asked them, "How many times you post a day?" Once. Where do you post? So they talked about where they post, and he said, post on Facebook and something else. And they looked, and these are 20 something years old, and they were like, I could see their face. Facebook, that's a grandma. But that's where people are, because guess what? Grandma sees you and shares it with
Her friends and
young,
other people.
her friends, the younger people in the family, whoever. It gets passed down. See, but they wrinkled up their face. But then again, he said you messed up when you said quickly. He says I want to hear back from you in 5 years. Again, their faces went like, because they're looking at it podcast, easy money, sponsorship, get rich right now, because that's why they used the word quickly. And he was like, your key for me was when you said quickly. How quick can we get this?
Because that means if it doesn't happen quickly, they're going to quit.
Yes, he said you're 20 episodes in. He said, I want to see you in like 1,000 episodes in. Then we can talk. And then people don't, especially young people, I'm not putting you down, not putting Gen Z down. I'm just saying they microwave, they want everything right now. They don't see the work that goes involved with it. You see somebody like Beyonce or whoever, insert your favorite celebrity today. They're on top of their game. They started when they were children.
They did. They did
Doing
not.
a pageant, doing the rodeo, doing the local pageant, doing the this and the that, consistent step. You only see them today as the superstar. Well, they weren't born a superstar. Insert your favorite athlete. You think they were born being the MVP?
No, because
Think Michael Jordan was born Michael Jordan? He put work in.
Terry, TJ, you are, boy, the putting in of the work part,
Oh,
the consistency, the thing. We talk about Steph Curry. How many times he takes
yes,
shots every day?
yes.
I
And
want to
they
shoot
don't win all the
him.
Steph Curry win all the time. I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about consistency, because they won some and they lost some. They won some and they lost some. He didn't give up. He didn't say, "Oh, well, this year we didn't win. Let me hang up my shoes and go sit down."
And even when he first came into the league, a lot of people did not draft him because he was injury prone. His
Yes,
ankles were injury prone. we could have had him on the Sacramento Kings,
But they
and
worked on that, right?
we didn't take him. We took somebody else, and Golden State ended up taking him.
So
We
who's the coach? Remind me, who's the
uh
coach?
Kerr, Steve Kerr, or
Oh, Steve,
Steve
oh,
Jackson.
the king of the 3-pointers. Wonder how he got to be that.
Yeah, because it was Mark Jackson who was the coach. Um, yeah, so Mark Jackson was the coach at the time.
Right.
And he turned Golden State around with Steph Curry. When everybody else didn't his ankles and
You
okay.
gotta see the potential too. You gotta see it too. Is there something there? Is there something we can work on? Is it fixable? Is it something we can do? It's a matter of time. All of these things. What I'm saying is that you have to put in the work, and it's not an instantaneous thing. And another part of this, people say follow your passion, and this is a part of it, because you have to have that passion to keep going, because there'll be the discouragement of nothing's happening, nothing's working, the needle's not moving. I'm on Instagram, nothing is happening, but I'm going to commiserate and complain with these other people who want to complain. I never want to be with the people that complain. I want to be with the people that, okay, what's the solution? Yeah. That's the problem. What's the solution? I'm never going to stand on this side where, oh, every post that Adam puts up, I'm going to bring back chronological. Look. I'm like, you people, you're really getting on my nerves.
And the thing is, you keep telling us we are not paying for the privilege of being able to be on there, so they can change the rules anytime they want to. And
I keep saying that.
But you've given us tips and strategies for how to maneuver.
Listen,
all we do is maneuver.
this is the world we live in. A United States was built on capitalism. I ain't saying that's right. I'm saying that's what it is. You're in business.
So
you want
to play by the rules.
The game you're playing, you got to play that game until you get to the point where you can change the rules and then make your corporation do what you want it to do. There's nobody stopping you. Nobody. And then we got AI to make everything easier, faster, smarter, better, quicker. So you should really, instead of 10 years, it might take you 2 now. But you gave up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right. I like to look at, these are the facts, ma'am, and this is what we must do. I'm never one to say, oh, I wish they would bring back all my followers can see all of my posts. Or here we go. I haven't posted anything since January. I started posting this week because I'm like, oh shoot, I got to start promoting this, that, and the other. But again, that's what I'm saying. It's not perfection. I'm not about perfection. I'm about this tool. I can pick it up anytime I want. Now I have to pedal faster, but I got AI to help me. See? Keep pedaling. I'm gonna reach the destination. Somebody's gonna see me. Not how can we quickly, no, we've got 20 episodes of this podcast. How can we quickly grow this thing? And they didn't say it, get the sponsorship money. I see it. It was a little thing hanging over their heads. They were like, how can we do it? And Gary was like, see me in 5 years when you've put the work in of your podcast.
Right.
So it's just funny to me, and I always sit back and laugh because I can go. And matter of fact, while we're doing this, I was looking. Okay, I was looking. Yeah, I see. Okay, here we go. I go to Adam Mosseri's Instagram. He got a nice photo of they had a lunch, or they're eating outside of this long table, him and his friends and family, or I'm not sure what this is, Governor Island. He's talking about thank everybody who came by, great people and great food. So I go to the comments. Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why don't you help me increase my followers and visibility? Comments. Comments. Comments go, we want chronological. Get rid of maps. I'm just saying, I could go to his any of his posts. They could be about anything. The most thing, him and his kids, he's on vacation, he's out in the street, whatever it is, it's those kind of comments. And I'm like, you're wasting your time because he's not even listening to you. Instagram has a strategy, a business strategy of growth. Meta has a business strategy of growth. That's why they have the earnings call, quarterly call. They report on what they're doing. They have a plan that they're working to step by step. And it ain't about, oh, we're going to bring back chronological because we want to make the users happy. They do want you guys to be happy in a sense, but you're not priority number one. You'll never be because you're not a shareholder. Now, if you're a shareholder, that's a different thing. Yes, that's why I'm bringing it up. Thank you, Dr. Tati. She says those types of responses are a waste of time. Because one, he ain't even seen it. He don't see that. But he does look at his comments because I've seen him respond on threads to like people with genuine problems or issues.
He's not going to pay attention to the noise. He's not going to do that. If he did, he would probably not have a job. And he's not going to pay attention to foolish, unlearned questions. It's not going to be
for a reason. CEO is the head, the driver of the car of Instagram. He knows where he's going because Mark Zuckerberg said, hey, we want to hit these milestones. You're driving the Instagram car. He goes, okay, boss. And he gets his orders and he knows what to do. In a business sense, you're coming on. Here's another one, another post. Honestly, who can get reach when Instagram is taking it all away from us? The creators who have worked so hard to be here aren't getting views from their own followers because it's all suggested content. Instagram needs to go back to what it was. When the teacher Charlie Brown when. And I'm gonna call these people out because you're wasting time. You're wasting time. It's a matchmaker process. They want to match content to the people that want it or need it, that show interest in it. If nobody's interested in your content at this time, you have some work to do. Messaging, targeting, refining. Maybe you're on the wrong platform. Maybe your people aren't on Instagram. Everybody's not on Instagram. We talked about that. I've showed you the studies. Most people on Facebook. Start there. But it's a spinning of the wheels of frustration. You are stuck in the mud. Your back wheels can't get traction, and you're just sitting there just grinding your car, trying to get out of the mud. Not happening until somebody comes behind you and pushes you, get the force of getting you unstuck. So I'm trying to be the force, but they're not listening. So I bring this up because it's like we don't have to be in that spot, people. We can be in this is what's happening. They are matching intent. What is the intent of my content? What am I trying to accomplish as a business? And yes, it is sales, but that's not how you get the attention of your target audience. And I always said, people go, well, it's 50% off, 75% off, and they still don't get a bite. Why? Because it's not price. It's value. It's messaging that matches me in the right frame of mind at the right time, the right place at the right time, the right price, the right everything. That's marketing. And knowing that, well, if you knew that, then, that's like the goose that laid the golden egg. I wish I had one. What we're trying to do is figure it out based on all the things that are changing. See, it doesn't stay constant. So that's why we have to constantly talk about it. It's a delicate balancing act. Plus, you're running your business. Plus, you have a life. You may have kids. You may have older parents to take care of. You may have something to take care of. And it's like, I don't have enough time. There's only 24 hours in a day. So you got to carve it up the way that you can carve it up and go with the flow from there. See? Everybody's different. Everybody's business is different. But we're not going to come on and say, okay, well, all right, our cookies are the best because, well, they're a penny. But they taste like crumble cookies. I don't want that.
Oh,
I don't want that. Save my penny. I saved my penny. I was having a discussion about this yesterday with my daughter about price and value. Because the lady, we have people, fruit vendors on the street and everything, and she was like, "Oh, the strawberries are 3 for $5," but I'm the only one that eats strawberries, so I don't need 3 for $5 because strawberries are they can
perish.
go bad, perishable. I can't, and I don't like them frozen. I like them fresh. So I only bought one, and she looked at me. I was like, "But I can't buy 3 for $5 because I don't shop by price. I shop by value. These strawberries, I only need one." She said, "That's $2." Okay. I know that. I know I'm not gonna get the three. I know I'm not gonna get the pricing that you said. I'll look at the value. That's how we have to
Right.
look at this, the value.
Right.
Because that's how your customers look at it. They don't the people think, well, a website that's really cost through say $5,000 a website. And you say, well, I can't get anybody to pay that. I'm gonna price it at $3.99. No,
Keep it
no,
at the 5,000.
it's worth what you set it at. If it's you truly looked at it and the value of it is that. You can't say, well, I'm gonna put it at $3.99 because then everybody will buy. You will turn off the real customer who goes, I need a website and $3.99. I know $3.99 ain't gonna cut it for my business.
Mm-mm.
And they're gone.
And they would have been willing to pay you the 5.
Yes. You don't know what they have. You don't know their budget. You don't know where they can get the money from. That's not your problem. Your problem is to say, I will build you this beautiful website, da 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 da, da and it costs $5,000. Stop. Don't say anything else.
And there are some, now you can have a payment plan if you want to.
You can do all that, but when you start to look at the pocket of your customer and say, well, they can't afford that. Well, people are buying $50,000 Birkin bags, or however much they cost, $100K. What's going on with that?
Yep, because people do it every day.
Bugattis. Bugattis are like $1 million. Who's doing that?
Somebody, or else Bugatti would not be.
Ferrari, Mercedes, whoever. They don't go, well, our car's $1 million, but we can't get that. We'll charge $200. No. There's a market for everything. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have to look at the value of things. Look at the value because you're thinking, well, I can catch everybody if my cookies are a penny. I can get everybody one. Who doesn't want a cookie that's a penny? 1 cent. I don't want it because I know what a cookie should cost. I'm not stupid. I know what a good cookie should cost. Okay, so I'm just saying that kind of thinking, you have to get rid of it. You have to put your value, like Fran said, you have to put your value on the table, stand by it, have the right reason, and know why it costs this. And there's room for negotiation. Like Fran said, you may offer a payment plan. Okay. But you don't put that up first. You get the interest first. And then you say, okay, the person may give you, oh, I can't really do it today, maybe in a month or two. That's when you hit them with the payment plan. You do it today, we can do 3 easy payments and blah, 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 blah. And you have a setup for that. Okay. All right. So I have a few more and then we'll wrap this up. Okay. So that was make content that mirror the need. Number 3, position the platforms as your matchmaker. Understand that algorithms are designed to connect relevant content with interested people. The more your content speaks to existing demand, the more the algorithm does the heavy lifting. Oh, excuse me. You don't have to chase virality. You just have to be online. That's your messaging. Your messaging has to be aligned with the people that you're trying to attract. Number 4, package for discoverability. Make sure your content is easy for platforms to match up. That means, use the right format, titles, caption, keywords, Use the right format, short form video, carousel, story. You know, you're gonna know depending on the platform which one to use. And there's people that talk about that all the time. Like they say Instagram, if you do stories, that's not to bring in new followers or anything. That's to serve your existing people that follow you. Because stories are based on how much the interaction, things like that. Excuse me. Number 4, package. Oh, I said that. Package for discoverability. Keep your message consistent so the algorithm can recognize what you're talking about. You have to be consistent. You can't talk about fish one day and then jewelry the next, or makeup one day and golf, and then unless you know that your people want to talk about 2 different things. But you have to know that it just means that if you're going to talk about makeup, stay consistently with makeup. Don't just do one thing the other day and then follow a trend of people doing whatever the trend thing they're doing, because, well, it must be a thing because everybody's doing it. You have to really, know your audience and give them things that they want. And number 5, let the this is what it said. Let the matchmaker work. Release the pressure of chasing. Trust that if your content is aligned with what people want, the platforms will deliver to the right people. So you want to measure connection over likes. That means the conversations that are happening, the comments that are happening, the responses you're going to happen. And then remember, we also said that you're not going to get any responses, a silent lurker, but they're going to buy. See, that's another connection. Because you're going, well, they didn't comment, they didn't share, they didn't like, but they bought. And you as a business want that. And then you can investigate, well, how did they get to me? And that can help you. But you really, like I said, celebrate the win. And then also focus on consistency, not chasing trends. We said that. So that was on the list. Okay. So that is matchmaker strategy. And also I'm going to start making these handouts available. I'm just been behind. But if you go to cherryjohnsononline.com/info, that is where the link will take you to the guides, and you'll be able to tell which one you want based on the show title and the show name and everything that we did. But basically that's what the matchmaker is about, is that we're in that space. No more, well, I have 100,000 followers and all my followers are going to see my post. And we've talked about that, just going. What it's going to do is match. And YouTube is great at this. Instagram, they might not be great at it, but that's what they're doing. They're constantly trying to serve and find out what do the users like. Because if you go to YouTube, especially if you watch a video on a certain topic and then you come back, YouTube says, hey, you like that, you watch that one, depending on the the attributes and the things that they look at, like watch time and clickability, and did you do this and did you do that and did you go back. They look at all the little touch points and they go, well, they might like this video from another video from your channel, or another creator's video that is similar. So you might be the other creator, even though they watch the other person's video. You have similar topics or whatever, and they might try to match that person to your stuff. So you never know where the connection is coming from. It's just that you have to make sure that your messaging is right. And like Fran said, you're providing the value. And you're doing all those things, and you keep going at it, and then you just let it go. That's what you want to do. Fran, I think you're muted.
I was learning something from a young guy on YouTube, and he was talking about when you're putting up your YouTube channel, when you're putting up your YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
He gave some strategy. He said, because you don't want to just post it. You want to schedule it, because what that will do is YouTube will go and search your description and everything and try and find audience that wants that.
A match.
They're trying to match you with an audience. So don't just pop it up there when you're putting up a new one.
See,
Skip.
everybody on YouTube is like, well, they want to be Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast has what I don't know, an astronomical amount of subscribers. Oh, I'm gonna do things like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast does this, I'm gonna do it. And then you don't get anything. You get crickets. And it's like, well, because your audience doesn't want Mr. Beast. They want you in the way that you present things. But you haven't done that because you're trying to copy somebody else because you think that is the key. You think the key is to be in the style of Gary, in the style of Roberto Blake, in the style of the guy that does the Omar, I forgot his last name. That guy, an
Yeah.
apartment. Name whoever. Think Media. Oh, I'm gonna do it like Think Media because they're successful. They're successful because, well, that guy's been doing it for a while. I forgot his name. Sean. Sean has been doing YouTube for a long time, like 20 years.
When nobody was watching, and
Yeah,
it was
at
two
least 20
people.
so, yeah, so of course he's successful. Again, that was the example I said about looking at your favorite celebrity athlete. You're looking at them today, but you didn't see them when they first started. Long road. So that's why you go, okay, what do I have to say? Why do I want to say it? Who may want to hear it? How do I get them to listen? What kind of messaging should I say? Which means the way that you do it, the style, you figure out the style that you think might work. And guess what? You test it. You A/B test it. Version 1, version 2 on YouTube. Which one works? It'll tell you. Oh, then you do another one. Version 1, version 2. Then you do another one. And then see, that's how you feel it out with the analytics. That's what analytics is there for, to show you what worked, what happened, when did it happen. Let me course correct and let me fix it and try something else. But see, people don't want to do that. They want to be like the twins with the podcast. We want the quick money. We want fast money. We want the fast money. We want it right now. And Gary was like, see me in 5 years. And they were like, they went.
Because they don't want to put in that type of time. They just want it now.
When he said Facebook, they really lost it. They were like,
because they have been taught and shown it's like, okay, we don't go to Facebook.
Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be using it. That's another discussion. But they're there. Grandma's there. Grandpa's there. Your aunt, uncle, whoever, cousin, and they're going to see it and they're going to share it and it connects. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
TJ, thank you so much for this enlightening conversation. Matchmaker.
mm-hmm.
Allow the algorithm to match you with your audience. Make sure that so what I'm hearing is that I need to make sure that I have content in the right neighborhood so that the matchmaker can match me up with the people in that neighborhood.
And then here's another thing I always hear, especially talking about Gary's video. People ask him, well, how do I do it? And he's like, well, you just do it. And they don't like that answer because they want somebody to say, step 1, do this, step 2. So step 1 is to make the content. And then if you get stuck with that, you got AI. Talk to AI. Talk to AI. Don't go, you are a this. Talk to it. Say, hey, I'm a this and I want to do this. Can you help me? Sure. And you have a conversation.
Yep. So if you want more, you need to reach out to terryjohnsononline.com/info. Look for Terry Johnson online everywhere except for Twitter. And
I have no problem.
Yep. Ask the questions, get the answers, connect with her, get connected so that you can get your social media and your digital marketing. This space is changing and you need to be prepared for the change.
Yeah, you got to understand it.
Yeah.
People don't.
Yep. But TJ does. And the reason why we are here Monday through Friday is so that you don't have to do this by yourself. You can come to one central location to get some information that's going to be accurate. It's going to bring you value so that you can make proper decisions to take the hassle out of your hustle.
Exactly.
You ain't got to listen to everybody. You just need to have the right somebodies.
Yeah.
And you can find them right here. We invite you to become a part of the Bizchicks community. You can text biz to 33777, and you can also just go to bizchicks.net. We want you to become a part of the community where we got newsletters. We have these programs Monday through Friday. We will do workshops and some other things that you'll hear about, summits and some other things to help you build a profitable business.
Yep.
So with that, we want to say thank you for watching live and on the replay, and make sure that you go to the front of your own line. We will see you next time, Friday.
Yes.
On they'll be all back together again on Friday. And Coach Karen is tomorrow. If you need to bring some profits in daily, you need to go there. If you look into for Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu, who'll help you with that. And then Friday, Tech Life Weekly. So we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.